Hello and welcome to Notre Dame Day, the celebration of all things Notre Dame. I'm Ann Thompson.
You're right about that, Annie. And I'm Steve Garagiola. Thanks for being with us.
We are coming to you live from the Duncan Student Center here at Notre Dame Stadium on the campus of the University of Notre Dame. Now, some of you may know me as NBC News' Chief Environmental Affairs Correspondent, and if you happen to be a regular viewer of NBC Nightly News, you'll also know that I've had the great privilege of reporting on Pope Francis and the Catholic Church.
Well, I am a regular viewer of NBC
I'm so
Nightly
glad
News,
you are.
so I know this domer pretty well. Like Ann, it is great to be back, and I am part of the NBC family as well, anchor and reporter at WDIV in Detroit. We both have family connections here. I was in the class of 77, my wife Carol, same class of 77, my brother Joe a couple years before that. My mom and dad didn't go to Notre Dame, but they paid for two guys to go to Notre Dame, and that definitely counts for something.
I think it makes them honorary domers, no question. I have family ties, too. I graduated in '79. My sister, Mary Thompson, graduated in 1985, and our dad, Bill Thompson, is a member of the class of 1947. What we truly share, all of us, is a common bond, and it is this love for the University of Notre Dame. And that's why we always come back and always come home.
And always love coming back to this. You drive down that street and see the Golden Dome. Is there any feeling like it?
Nothing better.
There really isn't. It never hurts to have a little time away from my home for me in Wolverine and Spartan country. Love my Wolverine and Spartan friends, but it's time today to talk about the Irish. No, I got. They're watching.
I worked in Detroit for many years.
And they're probably pledging too, because they love Notre Dame.
Everybody
loves Notre Dame, right?
How can you not?
We better get started.
Okay. It is about that time, and we're going to talk about why we're here. Notre Dame Day is our annual celebration of all things Notre Dame. This is the sixth annual Notre Dame Day, a tradition we started in 2014. Over the next 29 hours and 29 minutes, we'll be talking with students, alumni, parents, and friends of this great university. We're going to make you smile, we'll make you laugh, perhaps you'll shed a tear or two, but most of all, we are going to make you proud of the university we love. Notre Dame is the only university in the world doing anything like this. 29 straight hours of storytelling. And here's the exciting part. You're going to help us give away $1.2 million to the more than 900 Notre Dame student organizations, hall communities, academic units, and athletic teams through your votes.
This is just an amazing program, what's happening here. We're giving away over $1 million in 29 hours. That's the bottom line. And you have the power to determine where all these dollars are directed. You'll decide with your vote whether it goes to your favorite residence hall, student club, academic unit, maybe an athletic team. Your gift to Notre Dame Day earns you a vote that you cast for any of the nearly 900 entities on campus. The more votes each organization receives, the larger percentage of that $1 million they earn at the end of Notre Dame Day. So you have 29 hours to vote. Just click on the Give and Vote on your computer screen. It's just that simple. And if you're watching this on Facebook Live and you'd like to vote, go to notredame.nd.edu and you can vote there. There's also a complete broadcast guide available there. And we'll let you know how the voting is going during each hour of the show so you can keep track of your favorite organization. So go ahead, get started right now.
And we'd like to take a moment now to say thank you to the many people who have helped produce that $1.2 million. Jim and Kathy Burgess, Brian and D. Ray Klingen, Nick and Sue Willett, Doug and Anne-Marie Mellert, David and Kathy Takelet, and the estate of Jane Pfeiffer, who was a trustee of this university. Those are just a few of the families that contributed to that $1.2 million Notre Dame Challenge Fund. We thank you all. Once again, this year, we are broadcasting from the Garagiola Family Loft in the Duncan Student Center on the west side of Notre Dame Stadium. Steve and I are sitting at the anchor desk. Where are we there? Hi. Hi. In the Student Media Center on the second floor, which is open to the common areas. And we have an interview area here in the studio with camera operators and floor managers and producers, all helping to make this broadcast possible. And of course, there is the control room that has all the directors and producers there. They're working out of Corbett Hall on the east side of the stadium. To keep you entertained and engaged throughout Notre Dame Day, we have assembled a really remarkable show. You are going to see and hear from more than 700 individuals, including musical performances and some of the great names, Notre Dame names, in professional sports, the business world, and entertainment. You're also going to meet the most talented and interesting students, faculty, and staff on any university campus.
Well, so many remarkable domers are out there changing the world every day. What a treat we have. Let me tell you about tomorrow evening first. A truly special guest in concert at the DeBartolo Performing Arts Center. The stars of the Chicago cast of the Broadway smash musical Hamilton. They will perform live on campus in a concert with former Celtic woman, Irish singing sensation Chloe Agnew, and Notre Dame's own Gold and Blue Company. That's coming up tomorrow night, April 29th, 7 to 9 p.m. And if you're in the area of campus, how about this? You get free tickets at the DeBartolo Performing Arts Center box office. Now, you can't beat that.
No, you can't pass that up.
Never. So that's tomorrow night. Let's talk about tonight. Hour number one. You'll hear from a student who survived a harrowing kidnapping in Central Africa and is now studying for her master's degree. You'll also hear from a Notre Dame family who has fostered over 40 children, a student who wrote and starred in his own musical production, and the new defensive coordinator for Notre Dame football, and that's just the beginning. We have so much planned for you over these 29 hours.
And who better to kick off the 6th annual Notre Dame Day than the Holy Cross priest, who is the 17th president of the University of Notre Dame, Father John Jenkins. Here's Father John.
Thank you, Ann. This past Tuesday marked the 140th anniversary of a pivotal day in the history of the University of Notre Dame. Those in the Notre Dame family have heard the story many times. A terrible fire broke out on April 23rd, 1879, destroying our main building and some adjacent buildings. The damage was so great that students had to be sent home. 3 days later, the university's founder, Father Edward Sorin, returned from travel to survey the smoldering remains. He then gathered in the church the community who was soberly facing an uncertain future. In that moment of gloom and uncertainty, Sorin told them that they would build a bigger and better Notre Dame, for, he said, Mary, our patroness, allowed the university to be burned down because we had not dreamed big enough. 106 days and 4.3 million bricks later, the main building was rebuilt and ready for classes in September. Today and throughout the next 29 hours of Notre Dame Day, you'll have the chance to see firsthand that Father Sorin's dream to build a great Catholic university has been realized. Notre Dame Day celebrates the work of our students, alumni, faculty, staff, parents, and friends all over the world. Their stories will inspire you as they inspire me daily. These people and their stories, more than any campus buildings, are the true Notre Dame that is the fulfillment of Father Sorin's dream. Ann and Steve, thank you for coming home once again to help us kick off our 6th annual Notre Dame Day. Enjoy the show.